When we go into the meditation wanting something else, we are indirectly influencing our experience instead of being with it. So I just want to point that one out. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with wanting something else. Being aware of wanting something else is mindfulness. So witnessing this natural tendency that we have of reaching for an experience that's outside of what is happening is learning the process in which it causes separation between ourselves and the lives that we're having. So again, I want to bring this back, that whatever you're experiencing is good enough, even if you don't like it. Because it is what you're experiencing. There's no need to focus. There's no need to try. There's no need to add control over what's happening. We can orient, we can notice, and like, okay, my mind is jumping around. Here's a place that's more restful for my mind. So let me place my attention here instead of going into story, because I know the story is going to just take me further and further away from what's actually happening. So we can reorient or redirect, but just be very careful, because the reorientation or the redirecting is somewhere along that spectrum of control. And so where are you on that spectrum? Is it a gentle, just reminder that there is something else available and letting the organism choose once it realizes there's choices? Or am I just creating a microaggression with myself by pushing myself into a state that is different than what I'm in right now because I don't want to be with the discomfort of that? And then again, you can track the impact, because sometimes it's hard to discern between, am I manipulating and controlling my experience, or am I making a skillful choice where right now what the experience is too much for me to actually have a healthy response. So I actually do need to step in and control the situation and move it into a different direction. So how do you know which of these two is happening? Is by the impact. What's the impact of the choice? Is it relaxation? Is it spaciousness? There can be relaxation and spaciousness even in anxiety. Anxiety is a feeling of a lot of energy coming through our body, and it's unpleasant. And there's a flavor of, if I let this go, I'm going to lose control and I don't know what's going to happen, but whatever it is, it's bad. But recognizing that that's a story and recognizing that what I'm going through is anxiety, that clarity offers a little bit of spaciousness that allows me to ground within that anxiety, even though I'm still feeling that energy. I'm feeling the abundance of energy without the despair. It's a little bit different. And when I'm just feeling the abundance of that energy and there is that spaciousness, I have a little bit more room for intentional conscious choice. And the choice might be at that point, I'm going to allow this to continue to happen, but I'm going to broaden my attention to really soak in the sensations and the psychological flavor of what's happening instead of just paying attention to the story up here. I'm going to widen that to include the totality of my experience, which ultimately is very physical and psychological. And that widening of the perspective allows me to ground further so that the anxiety is just an unpleasant sensation. It no longer has its hooks into me. I'm no longer identified with it. I no longer feel that I'm lost or I'm out of control. There is a groundedness that's possible even with an anxiety.